Hello everyone, this is the How Not to Diet Cookbook by Dr. Greger, and today we'll be making the red bean and butternut caldo verde. Jingua 1号 Red onions, one red onions. 把那个摆进来呗，先摆上来。Red kidney beans, and then dried oregano, and red pepper flakes, and then kale, fresh kale. 这是你买的，我用一下。Parsley. 看不到。Some collard greens. 我们今天会用的东西全部就在这里了。This contains everything we're going to use today. 这是我们今天没有全部东西。就这样子。哦，还有 miso。Quick disclaimer, I am a full-time student. I'm not a chef and I don't know how to cut things half the time. But hey, I'm here to learn and I'm here to share knowledge with you, and I hope you guys enjoy this journey with me. I chopped the onions into just big chunky boys because I like to eat onions. Next, I also crushed some garlic. It says to use 4 garlic cloves and actually mince them, so I tend to crush them first before I mince them. And the butternut squash, this was also dangerous for me. Be very careful. It flew a little bit, but you want to make sure that you chop it apart, and actually you're going to want to peel off the skin. It's actually a lot harder and it's insoluble fiber. I actually probably should have just eaten it, but the body of the butternut squash, we're going to scoop out the seeds and then chop up the rest of the squash into bite-sized pieces, or you can have it into big chunkies, up to you. Here, Dr. Greger also says that you can swap in squash for more potatoes if you like, and since I'm a huge fan of sweet potatoes, I just decided to do both. So here, again, you want to leave the skin on. Here are the Swiss chards. I actually had to Google these to find out exactly what they're called. Swiss chards, they're kind of similar to kale. I just chopped them up into bite-sized pieces. Just make sure you wash them beforehand to make sure there's no dirt or I don't know, bugs in them. But yes, they're so pretty with all the colors and the red colors. Actually, did you know having more pigments in your food is usually anti-inflammatory? So I highly recommend getting foods that carry a lot of natural color. And here we have some kale. Again, I just chop it up into bite-sized pieces, really. Otherwise, your whole soup is just green. So the actual recipe calls for 6 cups of total greens. So here we'll be starting off with the actual cooking. First step is actually to heat a 1/4 cup of water in a large pot over some medium heat. Then we'll be adding the onion, garlic, the squash, the oregano, the red pepper flakes, and bay leaves to the onions. And we'll be covering it and cooking for 5 minutes. Cover for 5 minutes. Now, after 5 minutes, we'll be stirring in the light vegetable broth and bring to a boil. After the boil, we'll lower the heat to a simmer and then cook, partially covered. I just like keep it open a little bit, and until the vegetables are just tender, so about like 20 minutes. It says partially. And afterwards, you will be stirring in the kale, the kidney beans, the supercharged spice blend to taste and cook for 10 minutes longer. Afterwards, in a small bowl, you're going to be combining your miso paste with about a 1/4 cup of the hot broth and then stirring it to blend. And then after it's completely blended out, we're going to pour the miso mixture into the soup and then remove and discard the bay leaves. I had to spend a solid 5 minutes looking for the bay leaves. Just take them out, or you can eat them too, I guess. 我们丢进去的叶子不知道跑到哪去了。And then we're going to be stirring in about 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. And then the parsley. I added my parsley afterwards, right when I was eating it, just because I like my parsley to be fresh, I'm guessing. And then you can just taste and adjust the seasoning if needed, and you can just serve it hot. It's all done. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you have any comments or any suggestions on how to make this recipe even more delicious, feel free to comment below. I'll definitely be reading through everything you guys suggest, and I hope to see you back on my channel soon.